Hello and welcome to Wrestle Connect. I am your host, Alex Connors. This is the quiz show about wrestling that takes Victoria Coren's second favourite quiz show and puts an extra little spin on it. And today we are joined by a returning team captain and the Team Captain Classic. So we have new versus old. We'll start off, obviously, as we always do, with the most attractive team captain. Rate, please introduce yourself, your partner, and your team.
Hello everyone, and I'm back. I am here with Stu, Rumble Snaps, the one and only, and we are going by the name The Banishment Treaty.
A fantastic and unbiased name, as always. DP, please introduce yourself and your team.
Hi, I'm Dan DP, and I'm here as always, and I am with my partner here for today, Peter Miller, who is currently driving a car, or is currently a passenger in a car. And together we are known as Mustache Mountain because we have mustaches, and that is the only reason why we're called that.
The only reason.
The only reason.
I heard other reasons. Explain the reason.
It's not what I heard.
Heard rumours. DP, as you have a brand new player, let's have you decide. Would you like to go first or second?
So, last time I won because I went second. So, let's keep the trend going and go second again.
Oh, crap.
Okay. Put the pressure on your opponents and get them in first. Cool. Simple enough. Round one, I'm going to show you 4 apparently random clues. No particular order, no particular sequence, and your job is simply to tell me what connects them. So, starting with the Banishment Treaty, your first clue is William Regal versus Rob Van Dam.
That 2001? Maybe 2002?
2002, I'd say.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to work out, like, I don't know what this... It's either openers...
Intercontinental Championship, something to do with that, maybe?
Yeah, because Rob Van Dam had the title at that point. William Regal had the European for a lot of that period.
Any ideas, or would you like your second clue?
It's probably best to have the second clue because of this could be like openers. Thinking about it.
Second clue?
Yeah.
Your second clue is Christian versus Diamond Dallas Page.
I think this is WrestleMania, right? Yeah.
I would say something to do with the European Championship, to be honest.
So this is WrestleMania 8. So William Regal versus Rob Van Dam was the opener, and then Christian versus Diamond Dallas Page was the second match on the card. So the next match would be Maven and Goldust. But I'm happy just to go with WrestleMania 8 and hope for the best. Not WrestleMania 8. Why do I keep saying WrestleMania 8? 2002 WrestleMania 18.
Yeah.
Do you want to lock in that answer, or do you want to see another clue?
They're the first 2 matches, so it would be really weird if that isn't the answer.
Locking it in?
Unless Stu wants to overrule.
Do we get less points if we get another? Okay.
Yeah, you get less points the more clues you see. Correct.
Let's go with right then. Let's we'll lock it in.
So rate your final answer being
First
WrestleMania
4
18?
matches of WrestleMania 18 or WrestleMania 18, whatever you want to go with.
Yeah, I will let you have it. I was very nervous you were going to say WrestleMania 8 and leave me in a very...
I kept saying it, didn't I?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've not gone specifically in order. I've chosen 4 iconic matches from WrestleMania 18, but you got that after 2 clues, which is 3 points. Okay, over to Mustache Mountain. Your first clue is Batista.
Okay.
Lovely.
So, Pete, we have no idea what the link is, and we get 4 clues essentially, but with each clue we get less points if we get it right.
Yeah.
So, I assume you want the second clue?
I think we get a second clue.
Please.
Yeah.
I guess, come on.
Your second clue is Rob Van Dam. So you have Batista and Rob Van Dam.
So we had Rob Van Dam had a world title that he got rid of because they caught him with drugs, and he had the ECW title at the same time. Didn't he have double champ at one point?
I feel like that happened at some point. Yeah. I can't remember the specifics of it, but what titles would it have been? Like the IC and the European, maybe.
Well, he won at the ECW show, didn't he? He beat Cena for that. Was it Cena for the title? And he had the ECW title at the same time.
Oh, right. So I understand what you're saying now. What? So you think it's something along the lines of like double champion sort of thing, or?
Yeah. I can't remember if Batista was a double champion at one point, but I feel like he was.
If he was, it would have been one of those like tag team champion and world champion sort of deals for Batista, I reckon.
Yeah, when he was part of Evolution, because they were round robin in it, weren't they?
Yeah, but
So he maybe was champ at the same time as the tag belts.
potentially.
Is it an answer you want to lock in, or do you want to see your
I
third
think-
clue?
Do you want to go for a clue
up
and
to
say
BB.
solid? I think.
Third clue?
Please.
Your third clue is Edge. Batista, Rob Van Dam, and Edge.
This is a hard one. This is.
I regret going second.
I'm
I know.
sticking with my answer for that because I think Edge might have been a double champion at some point as well.
That's fair enough.
What else could link them? Let's have a think.
They wrestled in WWE. Glad I got.
Oh my god, yes!
What?
That's
That
it.
could
We
be
win.
it. They're all men.
They haven't all won Money in the Bank.
RVD won it. Edge won it.
uh,
Did Batista never won Money in the Bank, did he?
I don't believe so.
I will point out for Peter, because it is new to the game, that the answers do usually get a bit clearer the further we go in. So the fourth clue might be the most obvious clue, if you want to take it.
Okay. I think double champ is probably not it then.
Yeah,
Edge
I know
very
who close to it.
famously is a Money in the Bank winner.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm very certain Batista wasn't though.
okay. What else?
I know Edge won a Rumble, Batista won a Rumble, but RVD hasn't won a Rumble, so that ain't helpful either.
Elvin the Indies.
Had to drop a title.
Maybe.
Are you going to settle on an answer or
I
the next
should
clue?
we go
Got to
for
press you for time.
I think go for the fourth clue. I think.
Fourth clue?
Yeah, go fourth clue.
Yeah, please.
Your fourth clue is Dominic Mysterio.
What?
This is a big jump, isn't it?
Right. What has Dom famously? Oh,
he fought
relationship.
He fought his father at Mania, as did Edge, Batista, and RVD.
Expand.
I have nothing for this.
Have they all beaten up someone's dad?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because wasn't there a thing with would Rob Van Dam have beaten up someone's dad?
I doubt it.
This is ridiculously hard.
Maybe
Lot of different.
Mountain, I've got to
Maybe
press
in
you for an
ECW.
answer.
And he's
I'm thinking it's around relationships because Edge and Lita slept together in the ring. Dom had that like love triangle thing. Edge had a love triangle with Matt Hardy and Lita.
Was RVD in a love triangle?
Could it be love triangles?
I don't know. Honestly, go with what your gut feels, Pete.
Is that what you're locking in?
I've got nothing.
I'm going to say love triangles.
Incorrect, I'm afraid. Team Banishment Treaty. For one bonus point, I'll allow you a guess to steal the round.
That is so
I'm struggling to even think of a link between. When he said love triangle, I was thinking of Melina and then thinking the thing. Then, but like, I don't know. Dominic Mysterio is the easy one. So what's Dom done with his life?
It's Eddie Guerrero based, I think. Is it tag team partner of Eddie Guerrero at some point?
Except Dom.
Possibly not. No,
No,
yeah.
They've all been champions with Ray.
You're
Did
correct.
he win?
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll go with that.
I don't know if Batista has, but that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
were
know if Edge has, to be fair.
team championships, I think, if I remember rightly.
Let's go with that. Yeah, let's go with that. Ray
Okay, final
Mysterio
answer?
is probably the link to tag titles. Yeah,
So please repeat, what is your final answer, Ray?
they've all been tag champs with Ray Mysterio.
Correct. They have all been tag team champions with Rey Mysterio. What has Dominic done with his life? Won the tag team
That's
title
the only thing I
with
thought.
Rey Mysterio. Yeah, and Batista and Ray were teams sort of in the Jerry Show era, like the 2008, 2010 era. Rob Van Dam and Ray were a very thrown together, weird team during the dark times of tag team wrestling. But I'd have thought Rey Mysterio and Edge was one you guys would remember. That was a very good team. Okay, Banishment Treaty. You were trying to steal that one, so this is your own question coming up.
Thank God.
Banishment Treaty, your first clue is Tony Storm.
Australian females. She's from New Zealand, isn't she? God damn it. Is she?
No, she's Australian, isn't she? I think.
No, I think she's from New Zealand. Anyway, I like. What has she done with her life?
Would you like a second clue?
Just trying to
Yes,
think
please.
quickly. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
do.
Fuck, yeah.
Your second clue is Piper Niven.
We're
Would
just
you
going
like
to
a
get
third
another
clue?
clue because, definitely.
Yeah, get another clue. Yeah, there's not.
Your third clue is Miko Satomura.
Progress related. No, no, Piper never won the Progress title.
No, I don't know. She didn't.
No, so Tony did, and Miko did. Miko's really threw me in that. That's a really random.
Yeah, I'm totally thrown, to be honest with you.
Would you like your fourth clue?
UK champions, NXT UK champions. They've all did Piper Niven was that Piper Niven NXT UK champion?
I don't think she was.
I don't know. I don't think she was either. Let's get the fourth.
Well, she was never Piper Niven, though, was she? I don't think. No, she was just Dewdrop, wasn't she?
Irie Stain is your fourth clue. Sorry to interrupt. I heard you say let's take it, team captain. So there you go. That is your fourth clue.
That's hard. Corey Sane and Mako Natsumura, so it's gotta be. It can't be. I don't think it's WWE related unless it's like.
Is it going to be a title of some sort in one promotion that they've all held, possibly?
It probably would be Stardom if it's going to be anything. I don't know if it's. I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm very much not getting anything for this.
Okay, so we just guess. Stardom. They've all been Stardom. Jump. I've got nothing else.
I don't think fucking Satomura would have been. I've got nothing, mate. I'll be honest. No idea. I've got nothing to lock in. I'm happy for you just to randomly guess something.
Females. They're all females.
And we win.
We win.
Anything more specific?
No. Sorry.
Okay, I'll hand it over for a bonus point to Mustache Mountain. Would you like to take a guess?
Pete, have you got anything for this?
In my back of my brain, they were all part, maybe, I don't know this, of the NXT women's tournament thing.
Oh, what, for NXT UK?
I can't remember if it was NXT UK or NXT, but remember there was the male version that had Zack Sabre Jr., etc. in. I have a vague recollection there was like a female equivalent that had ridiculous names in.
You mean like the Mae Young Classic?
That sort of thing, yeah. Yeah, so that would be my guess. It would be like they were all in the Mae Young Classic.
I mean, that makes sense, but I don't know.
I don't know if that's the case, but that's
I
in my
also have
head.
nothing on this, so I think that's all we can push. I think maybe like Final Four in a Mae Young Classic or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I would just go with they were all in the Mae Young Classic.
I mean, but Pete, there was two of them.
Yeah, but far be it for me to overrule the team captain here, but Pete is correct that if you guess vague and I need more details, I'll ask you for more details.
That is fair, yeah.
Yeah, I have always done that, so start vague and narrow in if needs be.
Fair enough, yeah, I think we'll lock that in then. These are all women who took part in the Mae Young Classic.
And something else. Not more specific, and something else.
Oh, you, DB.
Do it all be? I don't know what's the
Mate, I got the Mae Young Classic.
If you say one of the words that relates to them all, then I will give you this bonus point.
I don't have that word. Nothing comes to mind.
Maybe they all went out in the first round.
It's not Mae Young Classic related.
See, you're helping them now.
Punishment treat. He's not enjoying this.
We've been banished.
The reason is that what they've said is correct. They are all in the Mae Young Classic, but I've singled these people out more specifically.
Yeah, they're also all females, so technically we were right if we're going down that road.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking them to be more specific, same as you.
Should we both have half a point? Let's do that.
Yeah, we'll call it there.
I think it should have been our point. We were nowhere near.
The four of you together would have got this one right. They were all in the Mae Young Classic. They also all went on to win belts in NXT, and they all came from Stardom. There's loads of things that connect these four specifically, but I wanted that they'd come in from Stardom was the point I was trying to drive.
Oh, fuck.
Stu, actually, you said it, and then you guys didn't settle on it. But you did actually say they'd won belts in Stardom. They were all champions in Stardom, and then they all went over to become champions in NXT. Yeah, I thought Mako was a surprise for Stardom as well, but then obviously the NXT UK title we remember. So yeah, champions in WWE, NXT to be more specific, and Stardom.
Fair enough.
All right, so back to Mustache Mountain for your own question.
Okay, Pete,
your first clue is Gold Dust.
Cool. Ready when you are.
I think we need a second one other than Goldust because that's a bit too vague by itself.
The Dudley Boys, Gold Dust, and the Dudley Boys.
Pardon me.
Right, so I mean a number of things. What else was Goldust in and done except for WWE? But Goldust.
I feel like
I think he was only WWE, wasn't he?
Hasn't been in WWF and WWE, yeah.
Yeah.
So I know he was been a hardcore champion and a European champ, I think. So maybe something to do with that.
Also, brothers.
Yes. Oh, the Dudleys aren't real brothers. Sorry to spoil it.
No, they're not real brothers.
Outrageous.
There was a lot of them in ECW as well, weren't there?
Yeah.
So there was like 5 or 6 in ECW, and obviously Cody, Cody Goldust.
Would you like
they were all relatively abusive to women as well at one point?
Let's maybe not done that route.
Well, they were. Like, not in real life, but they all women through tables to did horrible stuff to them.
I think we've got to go for a third clue.
I think we have to. There's too many options.
Your next clue is Asuka. Goldust, the Dudley Boys, and Asuka. I mean, she has also been violent to women, I suppose.
That is, yeah.
Yep.
That's insane.
What the heck links these three?
Okay.
What is that?
Oh, I know what links these three. I think. Probably not. Pressure.
Could it be something about weird promos?
Is that a thing? I don't know.
Doing something in another country. I'm trying to think of stuff that Asuka's done.
Yeah.
She's had lots of gimmick changes. She's done promos in foreign languages. She's won Money in the Bank.
Have they done anything on like Mania? Like, have they won matches at Mania? Or actually, has Asuka ever actually won a match at Mania? No, I'm thinking on it.
She won the Rumble, didn't she? And then
lost to Charlotte.
yeah, let's go for the fourth one. I think.
Yeah, go on.
Unless you've got
Maybe.
something.
I've got
The fourth one.
maybe. I don't know.
Yep. Sorry. DP, fourth one, or do you want to lock in that guess?
No, please.
Yeah, fourth one. Big E.
Part of a stable with 3 people.
I think I could be wrong here if you remember anything different, but have any of these lot won at Mania?
I don't think it's that. I'm 99% sure this is something to do with stables and 3 people. Dudley's had Spike as well. Asuka had Kairi Sane, and you'll have to help me out. New Day, obviously, which is the most obvious one as well. I think this is something to do with. Well, there's a question. And I know it's the least memorable. Wasn't he? No, he wasn't part of the oddities, was he?
No.
The one with the blue meanie.
They was a team, weren't they? They weren't a trio.
Okay, gonna have to press you for time. What are you gonna go with?
Pete, if you want to go,
do you
want to go with the trio?
If you've got something better, you go for it, mate.
How certain are you that it's not the Mania thing?
I mean, what Mania? They've all won at Mania.
No, that they've not won at all at Mania.
I don't think that's particularly interesting. I don't think it's a very interesting clue. Do you know what I mean? Loads of people haven't won at Mania.
But maybe it's the record of the most amount of losses. I don't know.
Go for it. If that's what you want to go for, I don't think it's progressively more obvious either. For me, the trio, Big E being last and trios being really obvious, and Asuka being second to last is quite obvious as well.
You know what? I'm gonna veto it. I'm gonna go with the Mania thing. I don't know what trio Goddess was in, so I can't go that in my head. So, Alex,
I gotta go. Yep.
People who have got losing streaks at Mania, or people who never won at Mania.
Yeah, this is why we have team captains, because I've got to go with DP's final answer. But I'm sorry, Peter. DP, showing that he's played this game before, these people are the people who've lost the most matches at Mania and have never won one. Yeah, and the reason is they've lost the most, not just that they've never won, because there are people who've only had one match or been in a battle royal. But yeah, Goldust has actually had 7, I think, Mania appearances without ever winning, and these are all 4s or 5s for the rest of them. So the most Mania appearances without picking up a win. That is correct.
Sweet. Yes.
Boo.
Well done, DP.
Should have gone for the trios. Come on.
All right, over to Mustache Mountain. Your first clue is Taka Michinoku versus Brian Christopher.
Alex, I think it's them, not us.
Oh, sorry. Management treaty. Yes, you are correct.
Fucking he hates us. He doesn't like that we ripped off his name at all.
Yeah, it was because we've gone for so many steals. I was surprised that you guys get one right for once. Yeah, you're totally correct. Banishment treaty. This is your clue. Taka Michinoku versus Brian Christopher.
I'm going to say something to do with the light heavyweight championship.
More than likely. It's either going to be that, or it's going to be
Could it be the final of the light heavyweight championship, the tournament, possibly?
It was something like that, or it'll be a first match again, maybe.
Or first title defense, possibly.
To be fair, Brian Christopher versus Taka Michinoku. Was that in the? I think that was the final.
I've got a feeling it was as well.
I feel like we should probably get. We probably should get a second one just to make sure it's definitely this scenario, though. So we'll get the second one.
Yeah, your second clue is the British Bulldog versus Owen Hart.
So this, well, that's the European Championship final, wasn't it? That was held in Italy, I think. So I'm going to say it's going to be Championship finals of new titles or something like that.
That's a good shout. Championship. So final. What's the word in that?
Well, it's the finals of each tournament.
Final of each title tournament. So
yeah, I think so. I'm happy with
that. Yeah, go with that. Yeah, go with that. Yeah, let's draw that.
I'm going to overrule him even if he's the team captain. No.
Cool. So please praise your answer. What exactly are you going for?
Go on, team captain.
You son of a bitch. The final of title tournaments?
Yes, I'm going to give it to you because Stu already spelt it out exactly, but they are brand new titles. No. Yeah, it's final of title tournaments. All the titles being created. Yes. The last one here, I think, is definitely a giveaway.
Rio de Janeiro, wasn't it?
Was that the fake tournament, if I remember rightly?
Yeah, that is the Intercontinental title fake tournament that did not happen down in Rio de Janeiro. Obviously, we have, exactly like you said, the finals for the first ever light heavyweight, first ever European, and then the new NXT version of the Cruiserweight title, as well as the IC. So 3 points is going to put you well in the lead, 7-1, I'm afraid. So Mustache Mountain now, for definite. Back over to you guys, and your first clue is Dolph Ziggler.
Okay.
Get it, GB. Get it straight away.
People who've had affairs with Vicky Guerrero.
Lock it in. That's locked in.
I think Dolph was a bit too vague to get just him alone. So, can we go with a second clue, please?
Yep. Your next clue is Cody Rhodes.
Well, it's not the Guerrero thing that I thought at first. What links Ziggler and Cody? I mean, they're both IC champs.
Wrestlers.
They're both wrestlers, yeah, that's true as well.
Both male. Don't forget, we can just go for male.
That is true as well, yeah.
Would you like clue 3?
I think we have clue 3, please.
Clue 3 is The Miz.
Oh.
I think this might be shortest title reigns.
Oh, actually, that's not a bad shout. Honestly, it could be.
Because Dolph had a really short title reign, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know about Cody or Miz having specifically short title reigns.
I'm just trying to think back because this is like if we're doing title reigns, we're probably in like the early 2010s.
Like Miz had a title at WrestleMania. Titles at WrestleMania that weren't main events.
Potentially.
Would you like Miz 4?
I think we need the one more clue. I reckon.
Your next clue is Matt Cardona.
Okay, so this has to be this has to be linked, I think, to the IC title then, because he won the title, didn't he, at Mania? Matt Cardona. Or was that right?
Matt Cardona didn't.
Well, no, true.
So, can we have a clarity? Is that Matt Cardona?
That is Matt Cardona.
Right. So it's got nothing to do with WWE then, potentially.
Yes. If I'd have meant Zack Ryder, I'd have written Zack Ryder. Yeah, Peter is
glad for the clarification there, because I thought there was a really good shout for a second.
Sometimes if they've done things in multiple ways or multiple places, I don't mind, or I'll just write the one they're most famous for. But if there is a specificity, I will pick it. This is specifically Matt Cardona.
Okay, so if we're looking outside the scope of WWE, we're looking at
Well, yes and no, because The Miz is 110% WWE.
yeah, but Macedonia is 0% WWE. Like as Cardona,
Reality
he's not.
TV show?
I don't. Oh, actually, what if? Okay, I'm thinking along the lines of like theme music. Is it? Do they have like a similar artist? Who sings Mrs. Song? Do you know?
50 Cent.
Yeah, 50 Cent.
Lock it in.
I know Cody's right now is downstate.
Mm-hmm.
I know, was Dolph's downstate at any point, or was it currently Dolph? Or was it current? Well, say in WWE, was it downstate?
Yeah, I do not know artists of theme songs.
Oh, fair.
Biddy.
I think because I'm not thinking anything else that might link like outside WWE.
Do you want to lock it in?
I'm not confident enough to go if they're all downstate, but they might be.
Again, feel free to start vague, and if I need it to be tighter, I'll tell you.
Okay.
I think you should lock it in. Just because I know the answer.
They all have a theme song by the same artist.
And that artist is Downstate. Correct.
Oh, okay.
I was hoping you'd play away from that at the end.
I wasn't certain if it was downstate. That's the problem I had.
I'm here to play.
Yeah. But no, you are clawing it back one step at a time. Yeah, Downstate. I guess
very slowly.
I guess more this question is just here for me to complain about the current state of WWE entrance musics, because Downstate seems to be the only ones that are memorable. But I will admit, you're a bit unlucky here. I don't think I'd have got this question, so you've actually outdone me. This was helped by my question editors who test it out. They added this one in, and yeah, I don't think I'd have guessed it. But yeah, 4 very memorable songs compared to a lot of the generic stuff we heard at the Royal Rumble. So a point for you, but only the one because you got all 4 clues.
Yep.
Back over to Banishment Treaty. And your first clue is Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker.
When did they fight?
WrestleMania 8.
Thanks, mate. I'm locking it in. Main events are wrestle. No. I realised I said the word lock in.
You heard about it. See, not dead.
If you lock it in, I've got to take it.
I don't know. I definitely, unless you can figure something out off the top of your head, I probably need another clue, Stu.
Absolutely.
Your next clue is The Rock versus John Cena.
So the main event of WrestleMania, both of those, didn't they? But that seems too easy.
Is it like the order though? Is it so when? Oh no, it's fair. Rock and John Cena were prior to Roman Reigns, I think, weren't they? Thinking about it.
That closed the show, didn't it? I think Reigns Taker.
Yeah, Reigns Undertaker was in like a no holds barred match. Yeah. Rock Cena obviously was a double main event. Like, are they main events? Like...
Yeah, it was 2 successive years, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, I was trying to think of when was there? I'm thinking the chronological order thing now. Well, that's the next round.
Back. We're not in order here. They could come in any order.
They're both WrestleMania main events, but it seems like
too easy.
Yeah, obviously the one DP thing he had were losses, but that wasn't that easy. Like there were losses, but these are clearly WrestleMania main events.
Would you like the third clue?
Probably. We're decent in front, and I think so we might as well go for the third one. Just confirm.
You are 7-2 in front at the moment. Your third clue is Hulk Hogan versus Sid Justice.
I'm sure that was a main event as well.
Could this be?
Go on, expand.
Could it be last matches of some kind? Did Sid Justice? I don't think he had another match after that WrestleMania 8 match.
Yeah, because he had.
Could it last appearances maybe at WrestleMania or something like that?
No, because The Rock fought
Seen
in a
it, yeah.
bloodline match.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
you're
Takeover
right.
did a few matches of that. Yeah. They're all definitely WrestleMania, man. It sounds so
Absolutely.
obvious at this point.
Oh, no.
Would you like the last clue?
Yeah.
Yeah. The last clue is Bam Bam Bigelow versus Lawrence Taylor.
So
Main
these are-
events are not tight. Oh no, was Hulk Hogan Sid for Justice the title match?
Oh, yeah, they're all not title matches.
Yeah, main events that are not
Sort
title
of.
matches around Mania. Yeah.
Main
Right,
event.
you lock it in?
Okay, lock it in.
Yeah.
They're all main evented WrestleMania, but it wasn't for a title.
Correct. And I did in fact think about
Jesus.
putting in some other matches that included the champions, like WrestleMania 1 or WrestleMania 40, but actually these four very specifically went on last instead of the WWE title. You are completely correct. No titles involved and still main event. Just keeping yourself that healthy distance, one extra point.
Was
In the
Savage
lead?
champion during Hogan's match then? Was it
Yeah,
Savage?
it was Savage
Okay,
versus,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
Savage
Flair,
versus
wasn't it?
Flair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Savage took the belt off Flair in that Mania. Okay, back over to Mustache Mountain. Your first clue is
Go on, Peter.
Blacktop Bully.
Okay, here we go.
Would you like another clue?
Peter.
I'd like matches instead of wrestling names, please.
Might need another
might.
question.
I might know what this is, depending on the next one.
Please, can we get another clue, please?
Of course, Crusher Khrushchev.
But it is.
Rate's putting some pressure on you right here.
I think we might need a third, Pete.
Of course, your third clue is Repo Man.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
they're not
Alex has this
famous.
thing where he does a link of the same person but different characters.
Mm-hmm.
So who was Repo Man? I remember he was Demolition, right?
These aren't the same people, if that's what you're suggesting.
Do you not think so?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I'm thinking they're parents of wrestlers.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I had no idea.
Because Repo Man is McGillicuddy's dad.
We get, as in, Chris Axel.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Perfect, isn't it?
Oh, am I being silly? I'm sure Repo Man was the dad of someone.
I mean, it might be.
Oh, man.
I'm just.
As in, was the dad of a wrestler.
I think that's a bit too vague. If it's just dads of wrestlers.
Would you like the fourth clue?
Do you want the fourth clue, Pete?
No. I think I'm being stupid. I think you're right. I think they're all the same person.
You just said you're sure they weren't.
No.
You know,
It was Crusher Khrushchev that threw me, and now I'm thinking.
we need points, so I think we've got to get a few punts. So
I think you're right because I was mistaking. Yeah,
who was
I was mistaking Repo Man.
Do you know who Reaper Man is? Because I know he's I think he's either Act or Smash or Demolition. I can't remember which one he is.
But this is going to be the fourth answer as well.
It will, but if we can get it before that, we can get 2 points.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, if you know there's a fourth answer to this, I think you're right. I think it's the same person.
Would you like to lock it in?
It's a 50-50. And then if I get it wrong, I think Ray knows it anyway. But
No.
I'll go.
What are you going for?
I'll go Smash. These are all alter egos of Smash Demolition.
Correct.
Harry Darso.
Oh.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Mustache Mountain. Actually,
You should have buried up, so.
yeah, they are indeed all Smash. or Repo Man, if you know him as Repo Man, Barry Darso. But Peter is correct. Barry Darso does have a son who's a wrestler. Yeah. I can't remember his name, but he definitely does. I think he was in
Was he in
TNA.
NXT? Was he?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know
Who was
Yeah,
the
Darso's
blonde,
name.
the big blonde guy?
Yeah.
Oh, Von Wagner.
Yeah, wasn't that his son?
No, because
Yeah.
Was that his dad?
isn't he son of one of the Beverleys?
I think maybe he just wrestled as something Darso, didn't he? This.
Get on my phone
yeah.
for a second. You can see it in my hand, so you think I'm not cheating.
Anyway, he definitely does have a wrestling son, but yeah, 2 points in the bag. These are all the same gimmick. Khrushchev Khrushchev definitely sounds like another wrestler, so that is a big red herring there. Right, back over to Banishment Treaty. I think we have one more question left in the first round. Your first clue is Malice.
It was the Beverly, by the way, for that. Malice is a version of Dustin Reynolds. I'm sure it is. Is it? Was that his TNA gimmick?
No, I don't think it was.
Was it not? What? Who's Malice? Why am I thinking of Malice? Oh no, no. He was a version of someone.
I think maybe Malice. Was it Malice? Did we say that name?
No. Who am I thinking of? Goldust version? Oh, he was Black Rain, weren't he, or whatever flipping crap name it was? Yeah, and then he had a teammate that was. Hold on, wasn't he? It wasn't the teammate. He was the teammate of Goldust. Am I being stupid? Wasn't he like the Wall or something like that?
Yeah, let's go second.
Probably for the best, yeah, just because I'd be at my Sin.
Sin.
So these are probably members of some kind of faction. So if it's Malice, it'll be something like the. It'll be like the. Oh, who's that TNA faction?
Was Daphne in this faction?
I don't know. Disciples of the. So Disciples of the New Church was a TNA faction. I know Malice was in it, and like Sin sounds like someone that would probably be in it.
I think you're on something.
Would you like to look it in, or would you like?
It was led by James Mitchell.
That's
I'm
right.
happy just to. What happens if we get it wrong? What did they get?
They can get one bonus point, but they get to see all the clues.
They get all the clues. Okay.
You can't get the three,
What's the score?
You are currently 8-4.
Okay. It'd only be 1 point. Yeah. So
let's go one more clue. I think.
One more clue. Okay, cool. If it sounds we're going to Disciples of the New, yeah, one more clue. Then.
Okay, your next clue is Slash.
Yeah, it's Disciples of the New Church.
Locking it in.
Yeah.
Let's do.
Correct. Disciples of the New Church was the answer. The very early TNA faction led by Father James Mitchell. Malice was actually another name for the Wall from WCW, if you remember. And Sin for Kazani from WWE name.
Bloody Kazani.
Yeah, so quite a lot of members of the Disciples of the New Church. Last question of the round for Mustache Mountain. Right. Your first clue is ROH Generation Now.
Okay. Now, Pete, do you know anything about ROH Generation Now?
No.
I'll take that as a sounding note.
Would you like the second clue?
Do you want the second clue, I think? Yeah, please.
Unless you know the answer. You know the answer, you crack on.
I don't know the answer.
The second clue is ROH Weekend of Champions Night 2.
Oh, so okay.
Which might clue you into the fact that this is a show, not a team.
Yeah.
What's going on Earth? There's some fact.
I thought the first clue was some sort of weird faction name, honestly.
Yeah, I had absolutely no idea. I'm going to assume this is something to do with Daniel Bryan, just because I've decided it's got something to do with Daniel Bryan. And that's as much as I know about that.
I love the way you're
Would you like the third clue?
The way you're thinking.
Would you like the next clue?
Please, yes.
The next one is ROH Unified.
Oh yeah, see, clearly it's Daniel Bryan title defenses, obviously. Yeah, I have no idea.
My knowledge of RH is quite low. So I think we need the fourth and final clue, please.
The fourth and
Wait,
final clue.
before we do, unless it's already up.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
it's not.
No.
What's the difference from us guessing now and guessing with a fourth ROH?
1 point.
One point difference. So there's 2 points
Oh,
and 1
exactly.
point between the last two.
That's
Yeah.
sort of my point. Like, are we going to know more of the answer with a fourth clue?
I mean, have you got
Yes.
a guess other than these just ROH pay-per-views?
No, I told you. Like Daniel Bryan title defenses.
Would you like to
Danielson
lock in
title
Daniel
defense.
Bryan title defenses?
I mean, I'm sure surely he had more than just these 4 shows that he's going to say, like...
I don't know. But what I mean is, like, we're not, like, an extra clue isn't going to help us, is it?
I suppose not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we might as well random guess now rather than random guess at 3 points.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess we're going with Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson title matches because I got nothing else.
Main event title matches.
Main event title matches of Bryan Danielson.
Earlier in this quiz, Peter guessed the answer, are they main events without the title, before that question came up. Now, he psychically guessed this one, but unfortunately, against who? They are all Daniel Bryan title defenses against one specific person.
No.
Guess who?
No!
Is this
No! I've already guessed one name.
is this the quadrilogy of match, not quadrilogy, but the series matches he had with Nigel McGuinness?
I would have said Nigel McGuinness. Let's go Nigel McGuinness.
Yes, correct. This is Nigel McGuinness.
Correct.
Yes.
Well done.
Yeah, absolutely psychic way through it sometimes, Peter, there. Yeah, they are all matches with Nigel McGuinness. Obviously, the last one would have actually been in AEW, but the first 3 were title matches, so you were correct with what you could see. So, absolutely, Nigel McGuinness versus Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. Over to the Banishment Treaty, and it will bring us to the second and final round. Slight difference in this round. These clues come in a certain order, in a specific sequence, and even if you know the link, I need you to tell me what is the 4th clue. And without that 4th clue, I'm afraid I'll be passing it over. So, you can see only up to 3 clues, and your first clue is Gunther versus Sami Zayn.
Ring General.
NXT. I want something to do with NXT.
I don't know if they wrestled in NXT. I think Gunther came later than he. Zayn was well into.
Where was it?
Yeah. Unless they're like. Either way, I think we should get a second one.
Yeah, just let's go.
We need to know the 4th thing.
Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre.
These Gunther's Mania matches. Did he wrestle Sheamus? Zayn at Mania? Because then it was Gunther. It's. I can't compute. Why can't I compute?
Would you like the 3rd clue?
No.
Yeah. I'll do.
Let me.
We're cruising this, mate. We just need to get.
Yeah, but if they get 1-5 flipping thing, it ruins everything.
Yeah, it's evened up a little bit since that Daniel Bryan one. It's 10-6, so they are within striking distance.
I'm confident that they're not going to do that.
Rate,
Fair enough.
like the next clue.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's go.
That's just rude.
Oh, I'm just being factual.
Yeah, go for the first.
Your next clue is Big E versus
Thank God
Apollo
for that. Are they? Oh no! What?
What comes forth?
It's big meaty men slapping meat. The quadrilogy.
That's the one with Sami Zayn.
What's the 4th one then?
Ray, I can't give you forever. I'm going to need an answer.
You can give me whatever I fucking want. No, honestly, I can't think of what links to these 3 matches to again get a 4th match. Are they Intercontinental? It's Big E versus Apollo Intercontinental Championship, and it's like reverse chronological order.
To do with NXT, definitely.
Sheamus and McIntyre. Big E.
Didn't Drew McIntyre go back into NXT?
So Gunther versus Gunther versus Sami Zayn was the Intercontinental Championship. I'm sure Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew was for the Intercontinental Championship because Gunther won it. So Big E was Intercontinental Champion. Is this going back? No. Is it going to be Mania matches with the? I'm guessing I'm going to have to name the actual match though. That's the trouble.
Correct.
God damn it!
Give me a match, please.
God damn it! So what? When was Gunther? I'm not going to be able to get this.
So who was the next champ after this? That's what I'm thinking.
It's WrestleMania season, though. That's the trouble.
Okay.
So
it's taken this long for any of you to clock on that we have had far more WrestleMania questions than usual.
Time.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know until just now we said that.
Yeah, I mean Peter's excused because he's never done this quiz before. But DP, how have you not noticed? There's been a lot more WrestleMania questions than usual. It is this weekend. I don't know when this goes out, but for those watching, we're filming it just before WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, that's long enough. Give me a match.
Yeah, I can't tell you the next Intercontinental match after Big E Apollo Crews.
Oh, it's because
there
was a gap. There was a gap between. Was there a gap? Was there a gap? I don't know if there was a gap. I think there was a gap between. I don't think WrestleMania 38 had an Intercontinental Championship match.
That's not why I asked. Give me a match.
Yeah, screw you, Alex. I will. I don't know. Fuck knows. No idea. No idea. I haven't got it.
Okay, time is up. I'm going to have to pass it over to Mustache Mountain for a bonus point.
Pete, you got anything?
Well, I'm pretty certain, as is everyone else, it's title changes of the Intercontinental at WrestleMania, right?
I think it's just Intercontinental matches rather than title changes. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think either way, you're looking for probably a very similar answer if you can think of what might be.
So Gunther and Sammy was WrestleMania 40. Gunther, Sheamus, Drew was 39. I think, as Rate said, there was a gap on 38 because 37 was the Nigerian drum match with Big E and Apollo. And then,
so please name me the next one.
Because we're now at like the lockdown mania, and I don't recall who was champ at that time.
I couldn't fucking tell you.
Cheers.
So I think I've gone back too far with the Daniel Bryan win.
Right.
I think that was before this
30...
one that we're trying to think of.
That was 31, so yeah, I think that's a bit too far back.
Because
I know there's like a weird, like, if we're like in lockdown era, there's a weird period of time where it's like Sami Zayn's champion, then there's Jeff Hardy in there somewhere, AJ Styles is in there somewhere.
Wasn't there was, but I don't know if it'll be a WrestleMania. Wasn't there like 3 title changes between like Big E and Apollo Crews?
I think there was, but I don't think that was at Mania.
Okay.
Gonna need you to settle on a match now, DP.
Shoot. If we're in lockdown, it's probably Sami Zayn and. I don't know who would have thought.
Say a name.
Do you want to say Daniel Bryan again, Pete? For the fun of it?
No, that's a terrible answer, I think. Sami Zayn, someone like Shinsuke?
Yeah, screw it. Shinsuke. Let's go with Shinsuke. Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke.
For that sort of era.
It probably
So
is wrong.
final answer is Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke.
Please, yeah.
Thank fuck for that.
Boom.
This is
Yes.
a painful one.
Yes. Yes, it fucking was Brian, wasn't it?
It was
Oh.
Daniel Bryan, yeah. In
God,
Lockdown Mania, Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan. Sami Zayn still had the Artist Collective, so Shinsuke Nakamura was there, and Danielson was training his proteges to help fight off. I believe Chad Gable got involved in the match.
Like the elbow taps and
Yeah.
When he
Yeah.
Pete said Brian, I messaged you when it is fucking Brian. And I was like,
It is, yeah. You were so close. So close. Okay, Mustache Mountain, onto your own question. Your first clue is it is Heart Foundation versus the Bolsheviks. I've moved
Andre
these
the
matches
Giant, you
around.
say, is that another one?
That will be coming up.
Excellent.
I do not recall Brett and Jim in Russia. Am I on? I'm on.
You know nothing, comrade.
Comrade Snow.
Would you like your next clue?
Pete, have you got anything for the Heart Foundation against the Bolsheviks?
Not from.
Not a thing. Okay, can we get this one, please?
Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
Good God.
This is not what I thought it was.
Shortest. There's got to be shortest matches, doesn't it?
Something like that, yeah. So.
Oh,
Sheamus
so I have
and-
to name the next one.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
fourth one.
need you to name what's fourth. So you can figure out what's next if it helps you, but it doesn't get you the point. What is fourth? And they'll always be going from the start. So if you think it's shortest matches, you need to name what you think is the shortest, if that's what you're going to go with.
Right. So I think
It's not going to be too shorter than Sheamus Daniel Bryan, surely, be gone.
No. I think it's gone from shortest to like the fourth shortest.
No, it would go the other way around. It would be fourth shortest to shortest, I think.
I don't think I agree with that personally because Sheamus and Bryan was like 10, 11 seconds.
Would you like the next clue?
Can we get a ruling? How would it work?
He
Would
can't
it
tell
be-
us. He can't tell us. It's basically
Yeah,
if it's in an order, it will be from a certain point at like the start or the
Yeah,
end.
as long as DP is correct. Like as long as it starts or finishes, it could go in either direction. I can't reveal that information.
No,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So I think,
But
if
it
we're
will
going-
go from one of the ends. It won't just start like randomly in the middle. So either it's 1 to 4 or 4 to 1. It's not just like the 16th to the 20th shortest matches or anything like that. But I can't
Okay.
tell you what order.
Right.
Would you like the next one?
I
To help?
can't think, assuming it is shortest matches, I can't even think of two other shorter matches.
Well, I know JBL and Rey Mysterio was a short match at 25, was it? But I don't know how short that was.
Was it Sheamus Daniel Bryan short though? Like, was it second?
It wasn't that short. It was like doing maybe double the time, but that's like 20 seconds. So
Yeah.
There was also that Kane and Chavo match for the ECW title. Because I'm assuming I assume we're looking at like shortest Mania matches. as well.
Yeah.
Adios.
I think we need a third clue, please, Alex.
Your third clue is
Just all that things.
Kane versus Chavo.
Okay, there we go.
So what was your other answer then?
The one that was JBL and Rey Mysterio, but I'm trying to think more about it as well. So, if we're going off, because I think these are actually decreasing in time rather than increasing, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we're going shorter than Sheamus Bryan, that would be Kane and Chavo. If we're going shorter than Kane and Chavo, the shortest match in Mania history is the one that isn't technically a match. That weird Rock and Eric Rowan match.
Well, if that's the shortest WrestleMania match, then that's our answer.
I think. Do you want
Want to
to
lock it in, DP?
Pete,
Yeah.
Okay with that, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, that.
Can we lock in then, please?
I-
The Rock versus Eric Rowan.
Correct. Yeah, that
Fuck.
is the shortest match in WrestleMania history.
That
I
could work.
believe Sheamus Daniel Bryan is 18 seconds. I believe Kane and Chavo is only 9. And then Eric Rowan versus The Rock, I believe, is only 6 seconds. It's just the rock bottom 1, 2, 3. But yeah, 2 points. And you are edging ever closer.
Ooh, edging.
Woohoo.
Yeah, we're on 10-8 now, so it is close.
Nice.
Back
They got it,
just in
Stu. I'm
time.
gutted.
Just in time, yeah. They've got it. They put a bit of pressure on you there, Stu. They've edged ever closer. Over to you guys for your own question.
Andre the Giant?
And it's Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega.
This is Andre the Giant.
So that was. Oh, I forget they're both in AEW together. In my head, I was like, that's New Japan. Have they fought in AEW yet? They must have.
Yes.
Yeah, they would have. Yeah, they probably fought. Like, oh yeah, they had the old crappy inner circle over it, didn't they?
Then again, did they have 2 great matches over in Japan?
They wrestled at double. Yeah, they had the United States title match. They wrestled at double or nothing as well. So it's dependent. It's probably best to get the second one just to see if it's New Japan or AEW related. Yeah.
Second clue. Chris Jericho versus Adam Page.
Good God. Are double or nothing main events? No. No, because the first one's a double or nothing main event. I don't know if Page versus Jericho was.
Would you like a third clue?
Probably for the best.
Yeah, I think so.
Your third clue is John Moxley versus Kenny Omega.
Total changes, something to do with total changes, maybe.
It might be the first 4 main events. Because that Chris Jericho Adam Page was like 2019. Mox and Mega might have been 2019.
Do you want to lock in a match, or do you want to?
I need to remember what the match is first, Alex. Calm down.
If you could give us a clue of both participants, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, and the year, and then I'll lock in whatever you ask. Like we're basically the same team, Alex. We got my names.
Yeah, that is true. They're both wrestlers. Does that help?
I'm locking it in. They're both wrestlers. Oh no, it's not. It's not this round, is it? God damn it!
No, I actually heard him. He locked it in.
No.
You're normally a stickler for that, right?
Fucking when it's against me, then.
Okay, what are we thinking?
Don't do this, Alex. Because I know I'm technically on the right track. That's what's annoying me.
Feel the pressure. Feel the pressure, right?
I don't do this to you.
I asking me that, or
it'll be. They had 4 paper. It's probably double or nothing again. So it'll be the Stadium Stampede match if it's that. If it's going in an order of main events of their first 4 pay-per-views, or like, I don't know. It's either that or it's championship matches. Where if it's championship matches, it'll be Moxley versus Lee. I don't.
I'd probably go with that over the other one.
Want to lock it
Moxley,
in?
Yeah. I'm sure all 3 of these were main events, though. That's the trouble. The other 3 were main events. Moxley versus Lee wasn't a main event, I don't think. I don't know, Alex. Please give us a hint, Alex. Nigel McGuinness, you say?
Andre the Giant.
What are we going
Andre
for?
the Giant. I think they're all 3 of them were main events. A Stadium Stampede main event is double or nothing.
So you're going for Stadium Stampede?
Yeah, why not?
Incorrect. A chance to bring it very close for Mustache Mountain. A bonus point steal.
Pete, have you got anything?
Rate's just lost this for us, hasn't it? Right, he's lost it.
Pete, have you got anything for this?
So if it's pay-per-view title changes,
I'll quickly cut you off. I don't think it's title changes. I think it's just I think it's just main events that we're looking at. Because I'm fairly certain that these, as Rate said, are the first 4 pay-per-views of AEW.
Would it not just be Hangman Page versus Chris Jericho then?
No, I don't think so. Because
Okay. Because Hangman Page
that's already
Chris
on there
Jericho was
in the second one. It's already there.
Oh, but they might have had it twice. Like Hangman Page Chris Jericho was that first title match, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I think if we're in the Moxley, if we're in the Jericho era, of champion, because Moxley came in and then he first feuded with Omega, and then he went on to feud with Jericho where he'd win the title. So I think we're looking at Revolution in 2020. So that would be their 4th pay-per-view, yeah, because you don't count Fyter Fest or Fight for the Fallen. So I think.
So you think we're going up?
I think it's Jericho Moxley.
Cool, go for it.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Locking it in.
You're right, man.
Yeah, please lock that in, please, Alex. So Chris Jericho versus John Moxley.
Rate, I can't believe you skipped right past Revolution. You've just gone all the way around to Double or Nothing the next year. But DP, you're completely correct.
Forgot where Revolution was.
Yeah, you are completely correct. We had Double or Nothing. We had All Out, Full Gear, and then we had Revolution. They were doing 4 a year at that point. Yeah, Stadium Stampede would have been the next pay-per-view main event. So these are the first 4 pay-per-view main events. And you've brought it within 1 point, Mustache Mountain. 1 point the difference, 10-9 at the moment.
We spoke too big a game.
It's your own question. That was a steal. So now, Mustache Mountain, this is your own question. A chance to take the lead. Your first clue is Mickie James.
Andre the Giant, lock it in.
He said it! He said it!
That's why I'm not captain.
Females.
Short people to tall people. Famously, Mickie James is the shortest person in the world, and Andre the Giant.
That's a big list.
So people who've used Hardcore Country as a theme song, right?
Are you locking it in?
No.
They're making a mockery of this game show.
No, can we get a second clue, please?
Your second clue is Deonna Purrazzo.
People that have used Hardcore Country as their thing.
If he says the word lock it in, you've got to take it. Hardcore Country.
I'm about
So, any ideas, Mustache Mountain?
Pete, have you got anything in mind?
Women.
They're both females.
I agree.
I got that already.
I think we are very much in Impact or TNA wrestling at this point. And that is where my knowledge goes out the window.
Hardcore.
Would you like the third clue?
Can we get the third clue in, please, Alex?
Jordan Grace.
Oh, okay. If we're going off, maybe it's like the latest Knockouts champions.
Well, it's got to be something along those lines because it's always going to be a relatively linear list for this.
Yeah. So the current champ who beat Jordan Grace is Masha Slamovich.
Beautiful. Lock it in, baby.
And I'm trying to think, did Jordan take it off Deonna and did Deonna take it off Mickie James before that? But I've got nothing else. All I know is the current champion is Masha.
Lock it in, baby.
I think if you've got nothing else, Alex, please lock in Masha Slamovich.
I'm afraid not, Mustache Mountain.
Okay.
So sorry. I've got to hand it over for a bonus point.
Gail Kim.
Gail Kim, you're locking in.
Yeah. Longest ever champion, I think.
Yeah.
Like as in most combined things or whatever.
100% correct, Rate. These are not the most recent champs.
I used to watch
the
TNA.
longest reigning champs. Yeah, you were exactly in the right ballpark, but I don't think Mickey James would fit in that exact order. So I do apologise.
Jordan Grace helped us out a lot there. I'll be honest.
Yeah, the people who've held it for the longest time, Gail Kim is had the most days as TNA Knockouts champion. So you get 1 bonus point, taking you up 11-9. Still not much breathing room. And now, Banishment Treaty, your own clue is Wild Pegasus.
What happened to Andre the Giant?
He's coming up next. The next clue.
Wild
Yeah,
Pegasus.
lock it in.
Do we know
Never
who
heard
Wild
of him.
Pegasus Stu?
Nope.
Chris Benoit. Anyway. I joked this morning,
don't
out of
even-
context.
Yeah, you're gonna say, tell them this before you
Out of
just
context, I had my Spotify motivational music on this morning. It just said niche motivation. One of the songs was Chris Benoit's feature.
It is a banger.
It's a great song, but it's like motivation.
Is it motivational?
As well, after the last community show, Aaron decided to put that on in the main bar on the jukebox, which I found quite funny.
I feel like
Any
killing,
guesses? Would you like your
He
second
won a
clue?
Super Juniors, if we're going by Wild Pegasus, but that was like 1993. So we probably should get another one just so I know if it's definitely that.
Second clue?
Yeah.
Jushin Liger.
Yeah, it's going to be Super Juniors.
When in doubt, throw in the best Super Junior ever.
I've not wrestled there yet. So Wild Pegasus, Yushin Thunder Liger, Wild Pegasus again. I'm assuming in these orders as well that if Wild Pegasus won it twice, obviously it would go Wild Pegasus, Jushin, Wild Pegasus. It wouldn't be like because he's already won it yet because it's chronological.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, yeah.
If he won it twice in a row, it would say Wild Pegasus, or if he wins it third or fourth, then he
So
We go for the third one just to be safe.
no, I'm happy to.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, because they're going to get a point at worst
Okay.
if we're So it'll be Wild Pegasus again, and then it'll be. I think it'll be Black Tiger. I'm just
Lock it
trying to
in?
see if there's anyone in the middle of my mind because I don't want when you just and then if I say Black Tiger, yeah, did Black Tiger? So Pegasus won it in '95. Black Tiger, not Black Tiger.
Incorrect, I'm afraid. So I have to hand it over, and I will show the next clue to your opponents. They get a chance to steal for a bonus point. The next clue is Jushin Liger. Again.
Can we get a stab at the last one again?
No.
No, we don't. That's fucked it.
So this must be a chronological order because it's not going to be like one at the most or blah 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 because Jushin Thunder Liger's on there twice. So
Unless it was someone else that played Jushin Liger.
The question is nil and void.
So, Mustache Mountain, would you like to guess? Probably a junior heavyweight?
I'm struggling with this because I didn't think Jushin Thunder Liger won it back to back. I thought there was a gap in between. So yeah, I'm struggling with like who would have had it next. What was their answer?
They went for
I'm
Black
muted,
Tiger.
sorry. I was muted.
They went for Black Tiger.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Black Tiger is not correct.
So weirdly, could it be?
But you can lock it in again.
Weirdly,
Could it be just live
And
again
weirdly-
for a third time?
Just to be specific, by the way, sorry to cut you off. If it would have been Black Tiger 1, 2, 3, 4, Black Tiger is an acceptable answer. I know you mean Black Tiger 2 specifically from Rate there, but yeah, it is not any variant of that name.
I'm so sad.
Could it have been Pegasus Kid again?
I mean, maybe.
Are we going backwards?
It's
maybe?
just come to me, you know.
I really have no idea. to be
Just
honest.
come to me.
I think maybe we lock in.
I don't know if maybe we're going backwards rather than forward.
Possibly. I don't know.
No.
I don't know where the start of this list is though. Like, is it at like the latest point or the earliest point? Do you want to look in Pegasus Kid or Wild Pegasus again?
I do, yeah.
Yeah,
To be
then-
honest with you,
yeah, let's do it then.
I'm a bit like taken aback by this.
Yeah, I'm too honest.
Yeah.
I know they had it a lot
I know.
in the Super Juniors sort of, yeah.
Fair
At the
enough.
early
Final
stage.
answer: Wild
Yeah.
Pegasus again or Pegasus Kid. I'd accept either if that was correct. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
I'm afraid also incorrect.
Outside.
Very,
Samurai.
very good guesses from both teams
Fucking
here.
hell.
But
Al
the
Samurai.
problem that Rate has specifically
Went wide and all.
is you're mixing up the order between the Best of Super Juniors and the Super J Cup, and you've combined the two orders. Actually,
Don't know
though, I
it.
do think it would have been a hard answer. The fourth person is Naomichi Marufuji, which would have been
Okay, yeah.
which would have been a hard answer. You were all well within your in a great ballpark of a guess. But yeah, the mixing up the winners of Super J Cup versus Best of Super Juniors, that's the like knockout tournament versus the round robin tournament. We are going from the first to the fourth. We're going from the very first winner to the fourth winner. But yeah, I feel like you all did great there, but I'm afraid Naomichi Marufuji for the Super J Cup specifically. So that was banishment. So we're back over to Mustache Mountain. You're only 2 points behind, so you could take the lead with this question.
Come on,
Your
Pete.
first clue
Let's go.
is Andre the Giant.
There he
Yeah.
is.
No way!
Nice.
The man, the myth,
It's
the
so
legend.
far off.
Someone's been reading the questions out already, surely.
Now,
You're
could,
so far off.
Right.
could this be like
So
the original founders
obviously-
of the Andre Giant Battle Royal?
No. It's obviously people that have slammed Andre the Giant.
Yes.
So Andre the Giant did it first,
Yeah. Then
and then
after that
then
was-
Hogan.
Then like
Did he say lock it in?
no? Can we get
I'm going to
these-
join back bump.
Can we get the second clue, please?
Of course, and as always, I like to be here to help. I like to make things easier. I like to make things clearer. The
No,
second
you
clue
don't.
is Andre
Oh,
the
for
Giant.
fuck's sake.
Right. So this is going to be winners of something.
Yes. Now the question is, what has
All
Andre?
runners up to
What,
something.
what has he won?
Life.
All
Royal
well,
1 and
bear
2.
in mind it's WrestleMania season. So what specifically did he do at WrestleMania 1, 2?
I don't recall.
And then who-
I remember at,
Yeah.
at 1 or 2 he had the match with Big John Studd.
hmm
WrestleMania 3 is Hogan.
And was it co-main?
I don't think it was co-main. It wasn't even a match. It was more just a Boys Slam challenge. It wasn't really a match.
Okay.
It was like, I think if just a like slammed him, he got like $10,000 or something. It's like some sort of like money prize.
Yeah, and then Andre threw it round in the crowd, didn't he? Yeah.
Would you like the third clue?
If it's Andre the Giant, I'm going to lose my shit.
Alex, don't bother if it's Andre Giant again.
I'm going to lose my mind.
There's only one way to find out, DP.
Fuck's sake.
Would you like the third clue?
Pete, do you want to see Andre Giant a third time?
It's height order.
honestly, at first I thought it was Height Order.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I don't know. This really pains me. Okay, yeah, I think we need a
Third
third
clue
clue,
really
third clue,
shed some
please.
light.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Please, no.
It's going to real clarify things for you. This is going to make a big difference.
No, don't you dare.
It's King Kong Bundy.
Okay, that's something at least.
What?
That's throwing me down.
People that wore leotard?
the very first person to wear leotard in wrestling was Andre the Giant.
And then, again, it was Andre the Giant with a different version of the leotard.
This is really friendly because I was leaning more towards like Hogan opponents, but obviously because I think he fight. Oh wait a minute!
Oh god!
If we're going in backwards order from Hogan opponents for WrestleMania, he fought Andre twice because he fought Andre at WrestleMania 4 as well.
Mm-hmm.
So 4-3, both Andre. 2 was King Kong Bundy in a steel cage. And then that would mean WrestleMania 1 was the tag match against Orndorff and someone. Was it Bob Orton? I thought it was Bob Orton, or he was just a manager. Alex, for clarification, if the answer is a tag team, will you ask for verification if we say just one of the names?
I will need both names.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that would be odd. To not have the tag partner in the guy with the leotard in that match.
So, do you have an answer, DP?
It was Mr. T match, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's definitely the tag match that we're looking at, but I don't know who.
Yeah, so Orndorff and Piper.
Is it Piper?
Yeah, Orndorff and Piper.
Are you certain? Because I'm not certain. Are you certain?
No. That was the match, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Hogan and Mr. T.
All I know is
that one.
All I know is it's a tag match. Hogan T against Orndorff and someone with someone in the corner.
Watching you kiss her.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? You know what? He said that with such confidence. Let's go Piper. So.
Oh God, I'm leaving.
Let's lock in Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper.
The key is, don't overthink it. It is indeed Roddy Piper, Paul Orndorff, Hulk Hogan's opponents.
Oh, he was in the tournament, weren't he? I forgot the tournament existed.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, you are absolutely spot on. And you know what else, Mustache Mountain? It's 11-11.
Oh,
God.
It's all tied up. We have 4 questions left, 2 each. We are completely tied. Hulk Hogan's opponents 4, 3, 2, and 1, ending with correct Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff in the tag match with Mr. T. Okay, back over to Banishment and your guys. You have 2 questions left. This is your first one, your first clue. Nassau Coliseum.
You what?
Well, I'm going to say the next one, if we're going backwards, is it the Hoosier Dome?
This is up to you. If it's the Hoosier Dome, then I'm happy for you to lead this. So I'm happy to.
Um,
I'm not very good with stadiums and crap like that or caring. It's up to you, Stu, if you want to see the next one and then hope for the best.
Nassau Coliseum. That was WrestleMania 9, wasn't it? Am I right?
There's also WrestleMania 2, I think, as well.
There was 3 locations for WrestleMania 2, if I remember right.
So it probably that, because he would put all 3 up, yeah. That would be...
Coliseum, Hoosier Dome, WrestleMania 7. Oh, I can't remember what that was. But then 6 was at the Sky Dome in Toronto.
It depends which way we're going as well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's
go second. We just need a couple of points on the board, don't we?
Yeah.
Next clue?
Yeah.
Georgia Dome.
Oof.
Would you like the next clue?
Caesar's Palace. I don't know, Stu.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Your next clue is MetLife Stadium.
This is probably more.
This seems like going up, I think.
So it's
Could
probably
it be 9/19/29? 9/19/29. What was WrestleMania 39? The
I know
location.
5 was at the MetLife. That's as far as I'm good with stadiums.
Have they not repeated it as well? Because I'm sure Nassau can't. Because
Yeah, no, they've definitely been to the same.
Georgia
place.
Dome wasn't 19.
Any ideas?
John MetLife Stadium.
Hmm.
This ain't my stadiums is not my thing. I'll be honest.
No. I'm just going to guess Skydome. I think.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Skydome.
Toronto Skydome, is that what you're going with? Yep. I'm afraid not. That is not the answer.
Yeah.
So, a chance for the first time to take the lead if you steal this question. Mustache Mountain, any ideas?
I mean, my first thought was SoFi Stadium, because that was 39. But I think, as Snaps alluded to earlier, it was 19 was in Canada. So that wouldn't have been in Georgia Dome.
That's incorrect.
Is that incorrect?
18 was in Toronto.
Oh,
Stop helping him out. Anyway, continue.
no.
Stu is correct, yeah.
Keep
Sorry.
Keep up, I don't mind.
Yeah, 19 is, well, I'll tell you afterwards, but definitely 18 is Toronto.
I can fucking.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Any guesses?
Do we think it's attendance?
If it was attendance, I'm sure it'd be like that Korean show, wouldn't it?
Sorry. Do we think it's WrestleMania attendance?
Oh, I mean maybe. But I feel
Yeah,
I
of
feel
course.
like the most recent years it would have
I
been.
heard it, yeah, of course. In which case, it's the Silver Dome.
Do you want to lock it in?
John on the MP. I've got nothing.
I mean, if it's WrestleMania attendance, it's the Silver Dome.
Okay.
WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, WrestleMania 3.
Incorrect.
Oh, wow. I would have had that all day. Yeah.
Okay. You guys did have a lot of the points here. I'll just correct one. By the way, 19 was Houston. 18 was Toronto. I'll just correct one thing from Stu's logic, and then see if you guys can put the rest of it together. WrestleMania 9 was not Nassau Coliseum.
Yeah, that was Trump Plaza. Not Trump Plaza. That was Caesar's
Palace.
Caesar's Palace, it was called.
Oh, yeah.
So, Rate, I believe you told us how many WrestleManias MetLife had.
I said it had multiple. I didn't say how many it was. I know it was at 29, and it was at
29 and 35
Yeah,
were both taking place at MetLife. Georgia Dome has only hosted one WrestleMania. Rate, how many WrestleManias has Nassau Coliseum hosted?
No, Alex. Leave me alone.
1/3 of a WrestleMania, because you said it earlier. WrestleMania 2. Not even one WrestleMania. The answer was any stadium that's hosted 3 WrestleManias. I've gone for Madison Square Garden, but you could have had AT&T or any other that you could have thought of, but I think they're the two that have hosted the most WrestleManias. Madison Square Garden, obviously 1, 10 and 20, and AT&T.
That is.
But yes, Nassau has hosted less than 1, Georgia Dome 1, and MetLife 2, and anything that's hosted 3 would have got you the points. So no points for anyone. We remain tied. 3 questions remain. This one is for Mustache Mountain. Your first clue is The Undertaker versus Mankind at In Your House 11, Buried Alive.
Finally, matches and Mankind stuff. Wonderful. Right.
Mick Foley.
Final one is
I was hastily writing this extra clue in when I heard you speak at the start.
Undertaker Mankind, King of the Ring. Lock it in.
Do not lock that in.
He said it!
He said it. Lots.
Okay, that is a valid point though. Could this be like
Yes, it was a valid point.
Like, was that the start of the Taker Foley feud?
Yes.
Was it? I don't remember this.
King of the Ring.
Lock it in.
Let's
Do it.
shoot. You know what?
Don't do it.
No, you know
Get
what?
the next
No,
clue.
you know what? No. There's a history of 5-point answers coming from my team. So, with that in mind, let's do it. Fuck it. Let's lock it in.
What are you locking
Take
in?
a Mankind, Hell in a Cell, at King of the Ring.
Incorrect.
Okay, fine.
So, you bring up the rest of the clues and 1 bonus point available for your opponents, and hopefully Team Mustache, the rest of the clues won't appear too familiar. But we have The Undertaker versus Steve Austin at Rock Bottom in Your House, and The Undertaker versus Vince McMahon at Survivor Series 2003. What is 4th? Banishment Treaty, 1 bonus point available if you can tell me what's 4th.
That's very annoying.
What was their answer?
Undertaker versus Mankind, Hell in a Cell.
We said Andre the Giant.
I think we should lock that in again. No,
I think it's
Correct.
Wait, what?
you threw me for a second. I thought you was being honest.
No. Any ideas?
If they don't get it, can I have a guess?
For
Absolutely.
no points, correct. So in your house, rock bottom. Are these like the order of buried alive matches in WWE? Or were these all buried alive matches? That's the question.
The question is, what's 4th?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think if they're all buried alive matches.
Can I lock it in?
Yeah, no, but we need the 4th one, don't we? That's the sure.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to lock it in by saying Undertaker versus Kane.
And it was like 2010.
That was
was that one in the middle, or would it did? Yeah, to be fair, that's what I can't think of any ones in the middle because they'll that. Oh, to be fair, Undertaker went to Badass for ages, didn't he? And he wouldn't have had buried alive matches.
But I'm sure did Undertaker and Kane have a buried alive match, or no? Did he come out and no? I think Kane came out and saved some.
No,
Body.
Undertaker. They might have had. No, they had a. I think Undertaker.
Gonna need a answer, please. An answer of some variety.
I think Kane came out and helped? Was it Vince possibly to win?
Yeah, which would have been the first.
And that set up the WrestleMania match with Undertaker and Kane, I believe.
I'm happy for you to go Undertaker and Kane, mate. It seems like a logical.
I don't think it is, but let's just do it for
I can't think of a middle
quickness.
ground. Yeah, so let's go Undertaker and Kane. Yeah, lock it in.
Banishment Treaty, you know you're my favourites and I already know you, but I would love for you to look at the other answers and continue speaking.
What?
Oof. He's
I
given
would
us a
love for you to
second
look
chance,
how the
mate.
other answers are phrased and keep talking.
Taker versus Mankind in your house, buried alive.
Say the pay-per-view.
Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome.
Peter, you're not on their team.
Or they might
I
get it
will
wrong,
not
though,
take-
Straw Rumble?
Wasn't it bragging rights? Wasn't the one at
No.
bragging rights was 2010? Like, if they've had one before, like in the middle of that, then fine. But they had one at bragging rights in 2010. And I'm sure Vince McMahon on the tag, and then he became badass for ages, didn't he? Like, I know he was already badass by 2003. I'm sure it was. If it was
Say something, goddammit.
If it's Undertaker Kane, it's bragging rights, I think. If it's any of it, I'm guessing it has to be
I need person versus person at show. I need that
Undertaker
whole
and
thing.
Kane versus bragging rights. That's what I think it is, unless you've got to, ain't you?
Unforgiven. Oh, no, it wasn't. No.
Gonna need to press you to pick.
And it's going to kill me inside if it wasn't, because I'm sure that was main evented like with a random crap match where Barrett.
No, I can't. I really can't think. I can't think.
Let's go with what I said then, just because Undertaker and Kane bragging rods. 2010.
Correct. That was a long way to go for 1 extra point. But yes, these are the Buried Alive matches in WWE. There has been a SmackDown Buried Alive match, which we've skipped over here.
Oh, God.
But all the rest happened on pay-per-view. The SmackDown one, very much like the tag team
match,
Hell in a Cell that was early.
Yeah.
It was... Yeah, The Undertaker versus Kane at bragging rights is the correct answer. But you did all of that for only 1 bonus point, so we're still only 1 point apart. It is now your own question, and you need to score big if you want to secure the win. Your first clue is Danny Doring and Roadkill.
Tag
So
team.
that's, and they're an ECW tag team.
Yeah.
So it depends. We probably need the next one to see what we're doing here, don't we?
Next clue?
Yeah, sure.
Full-blooded Italians.
So they're ECW tag team. So is it like a title reign thing? Dun 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 dun.
I think. Should we go for the third clue?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, we know that we're both in ECW. There were tag teams. Where are we going from there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't think of anything past that, yeah.
Okay, your third clue is the Unholy Alliance.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez.
Mm.
Who are the Unholy Alliance again?
I can't remember.
What's the score?
The score is 12-11. You are winning by 1 point.
The Unholy Alliance was like Market Rick and someone, I think. I just don't know what relevance that is to my life.
I have no idea, but I'm happy to just lock it in with Blue World Order.
You heard it there, Alex.
Rate Blue World Order.
So they're all the 3 ECW tag team. While the Unholy Alliance is a group in
FBI.
ECW, but I don't know the relevance to what.
No, I'm changing my answer. It's full-blooded Italians. FBI.
You want to go with them again?
I'm locking in. I'm doing it. Yeah.
Okay, fuck it. Whatever he wants.
Everyone in the captains.
Whatever he wants.
Okay,
I don't know
we
what
are
he's
locking
doing.
in full-blooded Italians, but I'm afraid that is not the answer. So, for a bonus point, and to draw us level again, Mustache Mountain. Any ideas?
Just incredible. Lance Storm, Impact players. Give me that point.
I am so pleased you said that, because that is not who I had in
God
mind.
damn it.
Give me that point. Give me. Reverse chronological order.
Lock that one in.
He is confident.
From
He sounds
End
proud.
of ECW backwards.
You know what? Lock it in. What he said.
I'm going to be so happy. But yeah.
100% correct.
Wow.
That's amazing. Fair play. Absolutely fair play.
Oh,
It
they
is indeed.
vacated, didn't they?
What a
It is
random
indeed the
nugget
ECW
of
tag
knowledge.
titles.
Impact players vacated.
Yeah, the last 4 ECW tag team champions, Peter, is 100% correct. The Unholy Alliance was Mikey Whipwreck and Tajiri. Full-blooded Italians, obviously, with Nunzio, and Danny Doring and Roadkill with our last 4 ECW tag champs. That makes the score 12-12.
So they just basically need to skip
They
to
need
the
to
end and
score
then
anything at all.
Skip. Last one.
Here comes the last question of the quiz. DP
For the
and
love of
Peter,
God.
you need any points whatsoever, but if you get it wrong and it's passed over, a bonus point will win the game for the Banishment Treaty. So, the first clue is Wrestle Kingdom 11, 6 stars.
Oh, cool. Wonderful. Yeah, next.
Okay, so yeah, so
This
yeah.
is my jam, baby.
This is
You might as well get the next two, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, next.
Dominion 611, 6.25 stars. And would you like the next one as well?
Might as
Might
well.
as
One
well.
second.
G1 Climax,
so
6 stars.
It's Dave.
That really threw me, that third one.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Right. Is it Kenny Omega versus Okada in order with their ratings?
It possibly could be, yeah.
I'm loving it.
Because Wrestle Kingdom 11.
The first match is a Kingdom. Second match is when Kenny won a title, right?
And it was slightly higher than the first match, which was.
And then he beat Okada in the G1 Climax as well.
What I thought it was at first, which was like just ratings, as in like 6 stars, 6.25, blah blah blah, up.
Yeah.
So, what's the fourth match?
That is a fantastic question.
DP, did you freeze for a second there?
He's
back and he's gone again.
Oh no, I think everyone's frozen. I'm sorry, I don't know why.
Man's freeze the screen so we can Google. That's what's happening.
Or it could just be 2 against 1 from now on. We've got a little handicap match on the go.
If he doesn't know what's going on, we should tell him when he comes back that you've locked in Mankind versus. DP's done. Oh, he's typing. Why isn't it slow down for some reason? Wonderful. If he comes back with the correct answer, I'm going to lose my mind.
No.
Well, Peter, do you want to continue your train of thoughts?
I'm still here on the recording.
I mean, it's.
I'm assuming it
is Kenny Omega Okada matches. And so next would be. Oh.
Just testing it. I'm just testing
that.
I probably waited on his recording just in case.
Here he is.
Yeah, I was confused by that noise as well, not used to it. DP, welcome back. We've not locked in an answer. Peter was having quite a good train of thought when you left, though.
It's chronological order, Okada Omega, which means the last one is the 7-star match in Dominion.
Yeah?
So, Dominion, 7 stars.
Do we need the year or whatever? Or, like...
Let's go vague.
There's no year on there, I assume not.
Let's go vague.
Let's learn quickly. Yeah, so you're going with Dominion 7 stars?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
They are the champions today. It didn't look good at the start, but they've brought it back. 2 points takes it.
God damn it.
14-12. Yeah, you are correct. This is Omega and Okada's series with their ratings on the shows, but you are completely correct. It was Dominion. I don't need the numbers. That's just the date. That's how they write their shows. Dominion, 7 stars. Thank you, everyone, for playing. Thank you to both teams. Thank you for watching. Hope you had fun. And well done to Mustache Mountain. You are our winners. We'll see you next time.
Bye.